That collapse causing, of course, a lot of concern in high-rises nationwide. Fox 26's Matthew Seedorff met with a local civil engineer to see how common this is and also how you can stay safe. He continues our live coverage from downtown. Matthew.
Well, Jonathan, this is rare, and especially in the United States, but now some are looking at the Houston skyline a little differently.
Just havoc.
Shockwaves from Florida being felt even here in Houston.
It's definitely crossing my mind.
Some who live in these downtown high-rises now looking up.
It's very scary. Like, could you imagine, like, one minute you're drinking a beer, and then the next, your building's falling over and you're fighting for your life.
For a building of that nature to collapse and there was no sign of earthquake, that's very, very tragic, and it makes me really concerned.
Engineers frequently check buildings to see if they're structurally sound. This hotel downtown has been abandoned for years. In fact, if you look closely, you can actually see from one end and through the other. And while this looks bad on the outside, it's not always that easy. Experts constantly check for signs that could lead to a collapse.
Things don't happen out of nowhere.
Dr. Ahmad Masavi, an engineer with Texas Structural Engineers, checks buildings statewide.
There was an inspection I did in an apartment complex. It was in Houston that there was a serious condition. There was another one in Galveston. There was just a really, really serious condition. So, and there were hundreds of families living in those buildings. So just the simple, fact that some people are living in that building doesn't mean it's automatically safe.
USA Today reporting the Miami condo had been determined unstable years ago. A researcher in the 1990s found a shifting foundation and cracked walls, believing the building was sinking possibly 2 millimeters a year.
It likely there were some symptoms that someone ignored, but there is always a possibility of stuff happening under the ground and people don't realize, and it becomes a sudden, incident. But that's very, very rare.
The engineer says you can check for cracks in the walls or even the foundation, but sometimes there's no warning at all. Live in Houston, Matthew Seedorff, Fox 26 News.